Other than being the golf show, I am to be joined once again by the Sticky Bandits, Hep and Marv. Hep, what are you drinking there?
From a coke out of a boot.
And bank holidays done in style down wherever the hell Hep is in Gloucestershire, Bristol somewhere. Marv, no Krispy Kreme mug today,
Nope,
but a new
no
cat,
donuts either.
no donuts either. Hopefully, no lags. If there is, we could end up seeing Marv dropped very shortly. We're here to have a look at the preview of the US Ryder Cup picks, which have just been announced by Captain Bradley on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Fantastic performance by Captain Keegan in the weekend. I think he birdied, was it 15, 16, 17 on the Saturday to get himself into a good position for Sunday. Ran out of steam a little bit. Um, but Marv, I'll come to you first. If you were Keegan Bradley, do you pick yourself to be on this year's Ryder Cup team?
If I was Keegan Bradley, I'd be probably more likely yes to pick myself because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Whether I think he will, I generally I don't know. I'm probably like 51. He won't. 49. He will.
Do you, okay, that's fine. Do you think he's one of the do you think he's one of the best 12 best US players this season?
Oh, for sure.
yeah. I think I'm the opposite. I think I wouldn't pick myself because I'm too much of a nice guy. I'm not a twat like Marv that would just play himself and give himself this work. But I do think he will pick himself. I think I said last week. I don't see. I think the captain's work is blown out of proportion. Like you're not a football manager. You don't have to look at tactics and defending, and you just go out and hit the ball as close to the flag as possible and put it in that hole. Like you don't have to overly think about it. All he has to do is maybe play one afternoon session and then play a singles match. He's like Mark said, he's definitely top 12 players this year for the USA. I think he has, and he's sort of from that area, right? I know it's like a New York course, but he's a New England boy. I think he picks himself. Like, but
He just looks like it's you and me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Marv, go through your six.
Well,
We've obviously got
the
Sheffield,
only
Cleveland, Xander, Henley, English, and Bryson are all qualified, and then it's six captain picks.
yeah. I think the only thing I would add on Bradley is we probably don't know as you say, from our point of view, in theory, what does he really have to do as captain? But if there's Ryder Cup rules and regulations that he can't break, then but we just don't know. But like I think there's some stupid rule that only a captain can talk to players on a tee box. Like, what the hell is that all about? But yeah, it's just he just sounds like some if there's rules that are like outdated and he has to do this, he has to do that. Just like rip it up and start again. If he wants to play, don't stop him being able to play effectively.
So I think someone, I don't know why, like 6 months ago, it wasn't just given to somebody else, and then because it was pretty obvious Bradley was going to be like maybe after he won Travelers, like 2-3 months ago, it was pretty obvious he was going to make the team or should be in the team. Why at that point they weren't like, right, we'll give it to Cooch or Stricker or somebody, and then they've got plenty of time to do whatever work they need to do as research and all of this lot.
Yeah,
and then just say to Canley, right, we'll make you up. We'll give you the captaincy. Not Canley, sorry, Bradley. In the next one or the one after that or whatever. Like it could have been solved so much quicker and easier and taken this entire debate out.
Well, you see, I think looking at the vice captains, you've got Webb Simpson, Branson Snedeker, Kevin Kisner. How the hell Kevin Kisner's got that job? I have no idea. Jim Furyk and Gary Woodland. Jim Furyk, I think, wasn't he a recent captain at the President's Cup? So, as you say, they could have had a bit of foresight and thought Jim Furyk could probably do the job.
Yeah, Bradley's going to make the team. give it the job to someone else. Bradley could have it in 4 years' time. Like,
Marv, you're a Ryder Cup kind of aficionado. Who's the last playing captain in the Ryder Cup?
Was it Arnold Palmer a long
I,
time
I
ago?
genuinely don't know, but you probably do.
I know there's
Well,
not a living person because
because I
Bradley's
heard that
there's nobody.
statistic.
Yeah, Bradley's been saying that there's nobody to talk to. Although Woods did it for the President's Cup, but it's obviously not the same thing. But yeah, it's somebody that's dead. Like,
So there's no precedent for it, because
Not really, no.
they keep talking about how much the workload is and you have all the duties, and then you actually got to go and play. But I imagine the playing bit's the easy. Say if Keegan goes out there and is paired with Scotty, like
yeah, just give him the easy
football.
pairing. Just give him fucking Sky. Like, he doesn't even have to think about it.
And I believe he put someone like JT with Xander, or if it's like a Morikawa Cantley, like a lot of the side picks itself. I think some of
Yeah,
the lesser experienced players probably get, dare I say, one outing. If he knows he's only got like what 8 players picked for Friday and Saturday, it's not going to be filled with like fucking Ben Griffins or the JJ Spawns of the world. Let's be honest. So
no, that's what
he
I
can
say.
eat
You're not a
themselves and
football coach. You don't have to be watching the other games. Go, oh, move there, defend here, or look for this overlapping run. Like, there's no defense. Just hit the ball near the hole and put it in the hole. Like, you don't need to do any
and
on-course training.
whilst you're there playing, I imagine he'd pick himself up probably. Again, probably the 4 balls. I don't know. Keane's quite reliable. Even if he played the 4s with the 4 balls, it means like what would he miss out on? Like going out and watching it on a golf cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said I think it's into Hetchwick that for me, the only thing probably stopping him really is old-fashioned rules and regulations. Like I think there's some silly rule about only the captain can talk to players on a tee box. The afternoon pairings have to be in at a certain time whilst the first mornings are still ongoing. So does it just make his life harder when just rip up those stupid rules and don't stop him basically being a playing captain or making it harder for him? Like, yeah, I think that's where I stand on it.
Yeah, very tricky. Hep, which way you're more inclined to side with Keegan, yay or nay?
Yeah, I think he picks himself. I think it's clear he's one of the best 12. He just has to play singles and a late pairing on one of the days. If that not everybody has to play obviously every day. If you just want to take a back seat, just play the last pairing on the Saturday or whatever. We can watch all of the morning games. He picks himself.
And in terms of if he does get a pick, who does miss out?
Well, I think we're all agreed that Thomas, Morikawa are guaranteed in 7th and 8th. Griffin, who came 9th, seems pretty guaranteed, but you wouldn't be shocked if not. So that's 9. I think we all agree that Cam Young and Cantley will get picked. So that's 10 and 11. And then 12 comes down to Bradley, Burns, Wyndham Clark. You got Maverick and McNeely came 10th, but probably just isn't long enough off the tee. Harmon came 12th, definitely isn't long enough off the tee for Bethpage Black. Like, this is a bomber's course. Novak came 13th. He's not a bomber by any means, so he's not going to get there. So yeah, I think it's one of Burns, well, probably 2 of Griffin, Bradley, Burns, and Clark. And I think they go Griffin and Bradley along with Young and Cantley. And I think Marv, you're pretty much in agreement.
That's it. It's like if Thomas or Morikawa hadn't have just done nothing in the playoffs, they'd have potentially surpassed Bryson in automatic. One of them would. So they're 2. Yeah, I don't see any way that Thomas and Morikawa miss out.
No.
As you say, Griffin, it'd feel a bit of a screw job if he does. Even though if the course might not be ideal for him, it's just
He's 70th off the tee in driving distance.
You see. Oh, but then I suppose in theory again he doesn't necessarily have to play that many matches, so you just you play him in a foursomes where he's not going to do anything special, but you need a bit more just to be a bit more steady. Maybe
he's got like 50% more points than the guy who came 12th. So like you said, it would be a real screw job if he said, "Sorry, Ben, not this time, but maybe in Europe in 2 years' time."
And screw job's a bit dramatic, isn't it? It's not like shit. Stone Cold Survivor Series 90. Not for us, Ben.
I think the thing is, to me, Griffin has contended in a few decent signature events as well. So I just think, surely he's done enough. I think was it the Memorial he got close on the back nine to Scotty, but
Scotty was always doing nothing in front. You know what I mean? He's just idling. He's not
as you say, with how good the competition is these days, finishing second in a signature event is quite good, isn't it? Anyway, we won't go down that route.
Leave that stat on. Yeah.
And his last 12, he's got 10 top 10s, 10 top 15s in his last 12 events. So
that's all.
And so I fully agree that the likes of Harmon, he's just not a good fit. Novak, McNeely, I'm not. So I am kind of in the, as you say, Young, Cantley, Burns, Bradley. I think three of those four. And if I didn't go with Bradley as picking himself, then I'm with the other three. But three of those four, I just not sure which. To be honest,
in terms of live golf, do you think there's any chance that someone like Dustin Johnson or Brooks Koepka could get a late call up?
No.
Brooks is the one on name that might, but they should not take Brooks.
I heard that Brooks has entered maybe the Irish Open now. Maybe a month or a few weeks ago, people were speculating is that a reason to get some prep in before the Ryder Cup? But no. I think there'd been more chance if someone like a Gotterup had backed up his Scottish Open win with a couple of decent finishes in the playoffs and had got up to like a 13, 14 in a round Young and Cantley. Gotterup might have squeezed in, something like that. But because he isn't got quite long off the tee.
Brooks came 25th on Live in the money rankings this year. He came behind Phil Mickelson. He came behind DJ. He came behind Charles Schwab. He came behind Charles Hall the third. Behind Casey. Behind Bubba. They can't. Patrick Reed came 7th. Potential, but.
Captain America. I can't believe Chris Gotterup finished 20th. He won the Scottish Open. He was top 5, top 10 at the Open Championship.
He must have got going late on, mustn't he? Yeah, as you say,
I'd never heard of him. I genuinely never heard of him when he won the Scottish Open. I'm not saying that for hyperbole, so it doesn't bode well.
Tom Hoagie, maybe.
Hey, look, you read some online articles and people are throwing in Spieth is still got a chance. Really?
Spieth didn't even make it to the signature events next year.
It's just
come on. Have to get sponsors invites into all of the signatures.
He's friends with the right people, and he probably played with JT. So
he's 32nd in points. Yeah. He only just beat Billy Horschel, and Billy Horschel basically was injured for half of the year. That's how bad Spieth has been. Kitayama even beat Spieth.
Just to finish off, do you want to give your 6 picks, please?
Yeah, so Thomas, Morikawa, Griffin, Bradley, Young, and Cantley. My 6.
I say the same. Marvin, you?
Just to be slightly different, I will go Thomas Morikawa Griffin, so that's 7, 8, 9 on the points. But I'll go Young, Cantley, Burns, meaning that Bradley doesn't pick him.
Burns or Bradley.
Captain Keegan for me and Hep, not so for Marv. Who do you prefer? Let us know in the comments below. And
quick Europe
nobody
discussion.
watches. She's very right. And
I think you muted yourself there when you laughed. On the European side, I think we're all agreed it's the first 11 in points and then Rahm. So McIlroy,
agreed.
McIntyre, Fleetwood, Rose, Højgaard, Rasmus, Hatton, Lowry, Straka, Aberg, Hovland, Fitz, and Rahm. But I assume they're going to pick Rahm, right? Because there's not been anything that they're not going to. Because obviously USA are not captain selecting a live golfer.
Mm.
They've not said that Europe won't do that. So
I'd be shocked if Rahm didn't get a pick.
Yeah, they're not going to go.
I don't think, even though Fitzpatrick and possibly a few of them are still teeing it up this week, I don't think Donald is going to change his captain's picks just based on this upcoming tournament, because he'll have literally